Hi guys. Looks like we are going live. So I'm just checking to make sure everything worked out here as expected. Yay, we're there. Okay, great. Welcome to our back to school week here. My name is Meredith. If we are not friends and you don't know who I am, I'm going to tell you a little bit about me in just a second. What I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen. I have some great information today for you on chemicals in the school, chemicals in our home, and how we can reduce some of that toxic load on our bodies. And just in general, what does toxic load mean? Might be kind of a buzzword you've heard and you're really curious about it. I try to pride myself on being a really practical person for all of you jumping into learning about essential oils or learning about natural health care. So let me go ahead and share my screen. Okay, okay, here we go. Okay, and we are moving things around here so I can see. Okay, here we go. All right, yay. Okay, so surviving fall 2020. We all know we've been in the weirdest year. I don't need to tell you that. What I do need to tell you guys is that we are going to talk about essential oils every day this week, how we use them in our home for all of these topics, but I'm also going to give you lots of other natural healthcare tips and lots of just ways to live life more balanced and more naturally. So we're not just going to talk about oils, but every day I will give you oil information as well. So today we are specifically going to talk about reducing toxic load. So I am Meredith. As I mentioned to you, I'm not a doctor. I am a educated, well-intentioned, dedicated mom, and I'm dedicated to be here in this space of helping other moms learn how to use essential oils and natural remedies. I'm not here to diagnose, treat, or cure your ailments, but I am always happy to have private conversations with people. The information that you will receive today and all of this week is based on my experience and research. I always encourage everybody to do their own education and their own research and become educated that way. So read labels. I hope you hear that loud and clear this week. Start to question everything, start to research everything, and do your due diligence that way with the products you're bringing in your home and the things that you're allowing to kind of come into your space in life. So I am not going to discredit medical professionals at all this week. I value their services. I value their education. Gosh, my education is in advertising and public relations. So by all means, they have completed way more schooling than me, and they're very smart when it comes to science and things that I definitely wanted to avoid in college. So what I'm here to do is just educate you on what we've been using and using the last 6 years, how we keep our family healthy. So jumping in, the purpose of today's class is that we're going to talk about reducing toxic load. I am going to tell you 3 cool things about essential oils. We're going to talk about reducing toxic load in our house. So we're going to talk about chemicals specifically. We're going to talk about how to de-stress and stay healthy during this back to school timeline. And then every day I will mention to you how you can get oils in your home if you're not already using doTERRA essential oils, which is the oils that I've partnered with and that I choose to use in my home. So you might be using store brand oils, or you might have gotten some things on Amazon. You might be totally new to oils. I don't know where you're at in your journey, but I will mention to you how you can get the oils recommended for each particular segment. So today is going to be recommended on reducing toxic load. I also want to mention that every day we are going to talk about some of these basics, and then we're going to blend in information as we go. So let's get started. Okay, so first we're going to talk about the 3 cool things about essential oils. So this is for everybody, whether you're using oils already or brand new to oils, or you've been using them a long time, maybe it's a refresher for you. So I do want to talk to you about the fact that essential oils are safe. If you are using doTERRA, that's what I'm talking about here. Everything I tell you today is about doTERRA. I've chosen to partner with them because they are the most trusted brand of essential oils. We have the most scientific research. We're partnered with hospitals around the country, and we are opening health clinics as well around the country. So please hear me when I say they're 100% natural and safe. I'm talking about doTERRA. So I'm going to give you a little bit more information as we go. But no side effects, no addictions. So you can use your essential oils as often as needed when we are working with an acute issue. So we have something coming up right now, something going on with your body right now, and you need some oil, some head tension, your head's throbbing. You could use this peppermint that you see pictured here, and it still is throbbing 10 minutes later. You can use a little bit more peppermint. So this is not like a waiting game that you have to wait 4 to 6 hours before you can take something else. So we can use oils often, but we can also just use them daily for overall cellular benefit or overall benefit for whatever we're working towards as well. So they're natural and safe. We have no side effects, so you can't overuse them, and we're not going to become addicted to them, other than the fact that I tell people, they are really fun when you first get started and you're like, oh my goodness, what does this one smell like? And this one and this one. So from that aspect, you might be a little bit addicted to like wanting to smell them all. So they're extracts from plants. They have amazing health benefits. So the extract is actually a little oil sac that lives on the plant. The plants are harvested and go through a steam distillation process. Citruses are cold pressed, and the essential oil sac is released that way, and we're able to capture the essential oil and use it in our bodies. So that oil sac protects the plant, keeps it alive and thriving in nature, and we receive many of those same benefits in our body. So essential oils are 50 to 70 times more potent than herbs. Many of you are familiar with herbs. You've been taking some herbal supplements. You've used a peppermint tea, for example. So you would actually be drinking about 28 cups of peppermint tea to receive the benefits of 1 drop of essential oil. So you can see how powerful they are, which is really amazing. So we use a little bit, and a little bit goes a long way. So we're going to talk about that today with keeping your home safe. doTERRA's oils are certified pure therapeutic grade. What that means is nothing's been added, nothing's been removed. There's no contaminants, there's no filler products. Start reading labels, my friends. When you're looking at essential oils at the stores, flip that bottle over, read the label. Peppermint, I'm just going to say the peppermint that was at Walmart, you're going to find the label, actually, it calls it corn mint. So it's actually corn with mint flavoring added to it to make it what they call peppermint. So start reading labels and you'll realize that we are not comparing apples to apples here. If you had peppermint in your home, you could use this for energizing, for clear breathing, so respiratory help, cooling to the body. So if your temperature is a little bit above normal, you would want to put a little bit of this on the bottoms of your feet or on your spine. And you could also use that head tension that I was talking about. So you're going to notice I'm talking very compliant. I'm a leader within my company, and I don't use medical terms just for the fact that essential oils are not regulated by the FDA, and I want to be compliant in my speaking. But if you have any questions about what I'm talking about, by all means, reach out to me anytime. Post questions underneath this video. Feel free to message them to me privately. You can find me, Meredith Bergerson, here on Facebook, or feel free to post them right here in this group. So essential oils are also effective. Oftentimes you're going to find that they're more effective than what you had been grabbing. So if we look at that peppermint on the left, peppermint's also really great to our digestive tract. So maybe you were running to the store and grabbing something that's pink there and using that, and sometimes getting benefits and sometimes not. You're going to see really consistent benefits with using the essential oils. So you could use that peppermint for some nausea. You could use it for stomach upset, gas, bloating, ate too much. But you could also use it for like tummy cramping and things like that. So it's really versatile. But then I also told you can use it for your head tension, to cool the body temperature. So you'll start to see how essential oils can just take care of so many things in your house, and for just pennies, instead of having to go think about, especially right now with everything we have going on. I don't know about you guys, but I've reduced my time in stores, and I've reduced my time running all these errands. I used to run around and go buy coffee here and go look at TJ Maxx and go get baby wipes at Target and diapers here and this there, and not anymore. I'm just simplifying where I spend my time and how much I'm out and about, and just making it easy in my house. So oils have been something we've been using for 6 years that I've been able to simplify. They also don't have an expiration date. So we actually label them with a 5-year expiration date, just so we're meeting labeling guidelines per the FDA. But my peppermint is going to last forever until that bottle's gone. So it's really nice to know that you're making an investment that you can use for a long time in your house. So effectiveness, I do want to tell you that essential oils work at the cell membrane level. So what you're seeing is a little picture here of a cell, and you are probably aware that our cells can be attacked by both bacteria and virus. Bacteria lives outside the cell membrane. That's the little purple guy you see in the picture. Virus lives inside our cell membrane, which is the little yellow guy you see in the picture. Our cells, the membrane is an oily residue. So what do you know about oils and water? Oils and water don't mix generally, right? So being that our membrane is this nice oily residue, most of the medicine that we're given is synthetic water-based. So it's going to work very well for that bacteria infection. It's going to take care of it just like it's meant to do. Not going to work so well with a virus. So often, if you recall the days, let's say before 2020, when anyone had a virus, what happened? You went to the doctor and you were told, go home, lots of fluids, lots of rest, just stay as comfortable as you can, or keep your child comfortable if this was your child, right? So what you can do is you can use your oils to help shorten the lifetime of that virus in your body, because the essential oils are oil, so they're oily based, so they're able to permeate that cell membrane and work at the cellular level. But I'm not just talking about using them just for viruses. I'm saying we use our oils every single day for overall cellular benefits in our body. So something I do every day is use this On Guard that you see pictured here. This is a blend of essential oils: cinnamon, clove, eucalyptus, rosemary, and wild orange. So yummy. Smells like Christmas tea. This is a blend. It's our immunity blend. It's called our protective blend. So I use this every single day to work at the cellular level on my body. I also give it to my kiddo. He's 2. It comes in so many different formats. The oil is what you see pictured here. But just for the fact that we're talking about cellular support, I want to tell you it comes in these itty bitty little beadlet format. It's 1/4 of a drop of oil. It's so tiny. It's like the tip of a pen, like a little tiny little drop. And what I do is I put one of those in the top of a squeeze pouch of applesauce for him daily. So that way he's getting this goodness permeating his cell membranes to help just overall protect his cells. So we use oils all the time for that overall wellness, not just if something were to come up. But of course, if something were to come up, we're going to grab it right away. You see a couple more options here, soothing the throat, cleansing for the home and your hands. So we're going to talk more about On Guard because this is about reducing toxic load, which we're going to get to a whole bunch of facts on that in like 3 minutes. So just hang tight here. But this On Guard is so great. It comes in so many different formats, but it is what I use for all of my cleaning. It's what I use for all of my sanitizing. It's what I use to spray our hands down when we get out in the car after we've been to the park or the grocery stores. I have not purchased any other products, any store products that everybody was going hog wild in March for. I've not purchased them. We've not been impacted at all. And we use these products for all of our cleaning. And it's because I've seen the scientific research shared with me at our national conventions showing us how just 3 to 4 drops of this in a 32-ounce bottle kills bacteria on countertops. It takes care of what it needs to take care of. So I trust it. So this is what I use. And I just like to share that stuff with you guys. So they're also affordable. You've heard me talk about that. They're pennies per dose when we talk about using. So the bottles you're seeing pictured here are 15 ml bottles. They have 250 drops inside of them. So when you divide out a drop, so if I'm using 1 drop of lavender, that's going to be 7 cents for that dosage. So we're going to use lavender for calming our skin, calming the mind. So right now, a lot of us are living in an anxious state. Lavender would be a wonderful oil for you to start incorporating into your daily life to help calm your nervous system. So we don't want our nervous system always on fire and ready to fire off. We want to calm down. So I would start using it before bed. I would put a little bit, 1 or 2 drops on the bottoms of your feet, rub them in. You could rub it back of your neck. You could put a drop on your pillowcase. Just so you can start calming down. You could also use it in bath, which we're going to talk about that in a few minutes on how we can use bath time to help your kiddos stay well or yourself, especially if you're worried about them going back to school. So keep that in mind with lavender coming up here. Okay, so we have 3 ways that we use essential oils. Aromatically is level 1. I say everybody can do this. It's so easy. You buy a diffuser, you fill it with water, you add a couple drops of essential oil, you turn the button on. My 2-year-old could do this. He wants to do it. I don't want the mess. So I'm like, no, let mommy do it. But literally that's how easy running a diffuser is. Everybody in your whole family benefits. I'm running one right here. You can see it steaming. So it's cold steam that's dispersed into the air. The essential oils are going around and the properties of the oils are cleansing the air. If you're using oils that have mood boosting benefits or calming benefits, everybody's going to receive that in the air as well. We can also use the diffuser for respiratory support. So the couple of times, my son's 2, he's had a cold about 4 times. What I do is I use respiratory support oils in the diffuser and I prop it up on a folding chair really close to his crib. So we run a diffuser every night in his bedroom, but I usually just run it on an end table that's, in the corner of the room. But when he's not feeling well, I put the oils in for the respiratory support and I just use a folding chair and put it close to his crib. So that way it's literally like steaming right in his face to help open up that air passage, since he's having a difficult time breathing. So fabulous way to use for respiratory support. My husband tends to have it gets really bad when it's really hot out and there's a lot of pollen. So we use a diffuser a lot to help with respiratory support that way too. But we can also use them aromatically by just smelling them in our hands. Putting them on cotton balls or things like that is also aromatic, but the diffuser is like the best and it's so easy. Everybody can do that. Level 2 is topical use. In my opinion, everybody can do that too. It just takes a little bit more education and I'm here to help you feel educated and be educated. So using the oils topically, we can put them anywhere that you need localized support. So that head tension, guess what? You're gonna rub it right where you have that head pain. But then if you have overall, like I just said, the pollen's out, I'm feeling kind of stuffy, we can use oils overall for that daily support on the back of our neck or your spine, bottoms of your feet. Those are all general places for just overall use that you want to use your oils. Now I use them for my perfume every day. So then I put chest, behind my ears, my wrists, things where I want to smell them and smell great. We do want to dilute them with fractionated coconut oil or a hard coconut oil or a jojoba oil so that you don't have any skin sensitization. And again, that's why you want to read labels and you want to trust the people you're working with and trust the brand because you will learn about these things. I am here to hold your hand and help you. I don't want anyone to have any issues with their oils and I want you to feel safe using them. We do use the oils topically on our dog as well. We have a French bulldog and they have saved us many times over on her. So if you're curious about using oils on dogs, we can talk about that too. But so as we go through this week, I'm just giving you the basics right now. We're gonna move into toxic load in a second. But as we go through this week, you're gonna hear me talking about using oils topically for focus and for moods and things like that. I just want you to have these basics right now. The third level of using essential oils is internally. You may never feel comfortable doing that, and that's okay if you don't. Or you might be like, I'm comfortable right now doing that. Everybody's different, and I like to honor everybody right where you are. So if you're comfortable using them internally, I'm going to teach you how to read labels. Again, it's not the purpose of today's class, but our packages, our bottles are labeled, telling you which ones are safe for internal use. If it has a supplements facts on it, it's internal use oil. So for instance, let's just say lemon. We could use a few drops in our water, which actually I have right here, glass or stainless steel. We could put it right under our tongue, which I do every single day with frankincense to receive cellular benefits. Or we could put it in a veggie cap, which is an empty capsule, just like you would take an herbal supplement. You can fill it with your oils. So I do use oils all of these different ways, and I like to help everybody with that as you get using your essential oils. So here's where we start really talking about toxic load. So first off, what's the definition? What is toxic load when we say reduce toxic load? So everything that we breathe in on a daily basis, everything we encounter, every product we put on our skin is being absorbed into our organs. Our organs have to filter out any of the toxins. So primarily your filtering organs are your liver, your kidneys, and your adrenals. They're really, really working hard to filter out all the toxins that have come into your body in any of those ways. So sometimes it's just sitting under ultraviolet lights. Sometimes it's things we breathe. Maybe you're outside by somebody who's smoking and now you breathed in some of that. It might be the air inside your home might not be clean. There's just a million different things that you could encounter. It could be the products you're putting on your skin are full of chemicals and your skin is your largest organ and now you've just absorbed a whole bunch of it. So your liver, your kidneys, these can all become very bogged down and having a hard time filtering out the toxins. How do you know if they're bogged down? Very simply, usually. Usually you start to feel sluggish, tired, foggy brain. You might have irregular bowel movements. They might, might be really hard to go, or it might be that you're going too frequently. So lots of things to look for to find out if you feel like you have some toxicity in your organs that you need to work on filtering out. So since we're going to stop here, and I want to give you some did you know tips or quotes and facts here, is that back in March, when all of this started, when everybody was worried about this massive virus that's going on and everybody was worried about cleaning their homes all the time, this article kept circulating on Facebook from KRIS 6 News, which was another out-of-state news, but the title was U.S. lockdowns coincide with rise in poisonings from cleaners. And I have to tell you, this is what I was like hearing from everybody is like, we bought all this chemical stuff, we brought it into our home, and all of a sudden my kids' eyes are watering more. We're getting rashes on our arms or hands, or, these things start to happen. Your dog maybe has some skin flare-ups. These things happen because especially kiddos and dogs are oftentimes closer to the floors that you cleaned, or leaning on countertops or the tables or the upholstery or things that you clean. They're spending much more time on these things. So it's important to think about what are you using to clean them with. So a couple other facts. We're just stopping on the screen because I have done my research in this area, and I just want you guys to know that the average home has over 62 toxic chemicals in it, more than a chemistry lab at the turn of the century. Children born to women who held cleaning jobs while pregnant were more likely to be born with birth defects, according to a 2010 study done by the New York State Department of Health. Since 1950, so that's 70 years, at least 70,000 new chemical compounds have been invented and dispersed into our environment. So they were invented, like they just didn't exist back when our grandparents were raising kiddos. Like they just had it so much easier. They probably did their cleaning with vinegar and water, and now everybody's cleaning with a bazillion chemicals. 150 chemicals in homes are linked to allergies, cancer, birth defects. Do you want to know what the #1 cause of poisoning in children under 1 is? Or sorry, children under 6. It's the #1 cause of poisoning. Liquid dish soap. Think about how most people just keep it out on their countertop, which means your kiddos have access to it, and it's a squeeze tube. It looks fun. It's like their juice boxes. It's like their applesauce pouches. I mean, why wouldn't they just be like, what is this? So think about that. Dish soap caused the most calls to the poisoning hotline. Women who work in the home have a 54% higher death rate of cancer than women who work outside of the home due to the chemicals that they're being exposed to. Everybody's working in the home right now. So have you thought about the chemicals in your home and how to clean them up? This is what we're talking about for the next about 10 more minutes here. It's really important to think about how much time we're spending at home right now and how we can clean up what we are being exposed to. The asthma rate has tripled over the last 20 years. There are over 30 million Americans currently suffering from asthma, something that was once rare. So my brother has asthma. I'm 39, he's 44, I believe. He'll be 45 soon. So think about like when he was a kid, him having asthma was super rare. Like we didn't know other families that had asthma. Now, everybody has a kid with asthma, doesn't it seem like? The number, in 1 decade alone, there was a 42% increase in asthma, women with a higher rate than men. Again, because we're around all the chemicals. Childhood asthma has increased by over 40% since 1980. And the average child visits the doctor 23 times before they are 4, with the most common ailment being, want to take a guess? Respiratory issues. So again, that's stinking asthma. So respiratory issues, it's what we've all been worried about right now anyways. So let's move on and let's start talking about how we can clean up our home, and let me give you some tips, okay? But before we move on, I want to remind you, oils don't prevent, treat, or cure disease. Neither do I. I'm just here sharing my research, sharing my heart, what actually prevents disease, what or who treats disease, and what cures disease. Our immune system. So having a strong immune system. So these are the topic areas we're going to talk about this week. So today we're focusing on reducing toxic load, which is over in the right-hand side. Tomorrow we're going to talk about sleep. Wednesday is foundations, which is going to be nutrition, exercise, sunshine. I think that's Wednesday. Don't hold me to it. Might be Thursday. And then the other day, Wednesday or Thursday, is healthy minds and mood. So we're going to talk about our brain and impacting our mood. So we're going to hit all of this week. And of course, essential oils we're talking about every single day. So specifically reducing toxic load. This is what you guys have been waiting for. What can you do to clean up your home, but also make sure it's a safe home? I don't want you guys to feel like, oh, I'm not sure if that's really going to clean or really keep my household safe. So the biggest thing that I could urge you to do is remove fragrance and perfume from your house. Remove it all. I'm not just talking about the perfume or fragrance that you spray on your body. I am talking about reading labels. Read everything. Look at the laundry detergent that you're buying at the store. Does it have scent? Does that scent say fragrance? Get rid of it. Are you buying laundry booster that has like those little crystals for extra scent? Get rid of it. Are you buying the little drying, I don't even remember what they're called because it's been 6 years since I've used them. The dryer sheets that you throw in, do they have fragrance? Get rid of them. Are you buying dish soap with fragrance added? Oh, lemon scent. I want my dish soap to smell like lemon. Yep. Does it say fragrance? Bye-bye. What about your cleaners for your bathroom? Is it lemon lime scented? Is it orange? Is it tangerine? Is it calming lavender? Just because it says made with essential oils, flip it over, read the ingredients. If the essential oil in parentheses says fragrance, bye-bye. Get rid of it. Get rid of all of it. That is the first, biggest, best thing you could do for your house. You're going to boost everybody's immune system that way. You are going to reduce the impact of those respiratory issues so much by getting rid of fragrance. If you have anybody in your house who has eczema and some skin issues, I bet if you got rid of fragrance out of all of those cleaning products, you will notice their skin start to clear up. This is what I've heard from so many people as they go down this journey. So all fragrance, all perfumes, think about removing it. If you're like, I can't, start in one area. Start with just the laundry room. Start with just your cleaners. Or remove the stuff for 2 weeks or 30 days. Do a test. See how everybody feels. See if you noticed a difference. See how well everybody's breathing. See if anybody got sick that entire time. Think you're going to find out it's well worth your health to get rid of it. At first, I'm going to admit, I tell you guys I'm a practical girl here. I'm going to tell you guys that getting rid of it was really hard for me because the next one, remove candles and air fresheners. When I started my oily journey, I was a candle fanatic, like burn 30 tea lights at once kind of candle girl. And I was like, what do you mean get rid of my candles? So if you happen to be in that camp, I have three suggestions for you. Number one, if you absolutely have to burn candles, you want to choose a beeswax. A beeswax candle is the cleanest burn that you possibly can find. They're generally not going to be scented. So then you're just going to receive the ambiance of that candle. So you're going to want a diffuser, which is what you see all the way over on the right. And the diffuser is going to create that natural aroma in the air. You're going to use pure essential oils for that natural aroma. So you want to get rid of the candles, use your diffuser. If you have to have a scented candle, you are going to want to, you can make your own. There's lots of Pinterest recipes for that. You are likely going to buy like a soy or a beeswax. Try to get an organic soy if you can so that it's not GMO. And here's a little tip. If you have the old plug-in warmers, so that run on an LED light, not the tea light kind, the LED light, that's a really low burn. You can just put a glob of coconut oil in the top of the burner tray and then throw like 6 to 8 drops of essential oil in with that coconut oil, and you're gonna like have a beautiful aroma that way without any harsh toxic chemicals. So get rid of the candles, especially at home right now. If you all are working at home, teaching school at home, get rid of the candles, get rid of the air fresheners. Your kids' brains are going to perk up. They're going to be able to operate so much better without the brain fog of the fragrance like weighing their body down because you're having to filter all of that out. And then start cleaning naturally. So you see vinegar, baking soda listed here, some natural sponges, some good soft microfiber cloths, a little bit of lemon oil, baking soda, and vinegar will go a long ways in your house. You can do just about everything with that. The other thing you see pictured here is that On Guard Cleaner Concentrate. I use that for everything. So that bottle is 12 fluid ounces. It's under $15 and you can make 12 bottles of cleaner with it. So you're paying what, like $1.25 for a cleaner. You cannot get a natural cleaner at the store for that. So it is so worth your money. You can also clean your hardwood floors with it, your tile floors, linoleum floors, shower stalls, tile, grout, toilets, sinks, granite countertops, you name it. I clean it all with this On Guard Cleaner Concentrate. So that one product has replaced so much in my house, and it is so safe. And that On Guard is that immune protection that I talked about at the beginning that right now is literally, the research shows just a few drops of it, takes care of the surface level bacteria on countertops. So this is what we've used every single night. I clean my countertops after dinner. It's kind of like the clean my kitchen, say goodnight to my kitchen, put it away in like a nice clean state. So when you wake up in the morning, it looks fresh and nice. That's what I clean with. That's what I sanitize with. They also make this in a hand spray, which is really great for the hand sanitizers in the car. I keep one in the back seat of the car, one in the front seat of the car. So that way when we've been at the grocery stores, the parks, things like that. So your kiddos, if they're going to school, they're going to be around a lot of these chemicals. So the next slide, we're going to talk about what do you do to help them get rid of the chemicals and flush them out of their body. But this is what you can do to clean up your home to help keep your home safe for them. If your teachers are willing, you could send a bottle of the cleaner, but I'm guessing they're given, parameters on what they're supposed to use to clean the classroom with, or there's industrial cleaning products coming in overnight. So here's what we can do if your kiddos are going to school physically in person and you're really afraid about all of the chemicals that they're being exposed to, is you can give them a good detox soak. You can do this every single night, or you can make a special deal about it on weekends. Now, this works really easy for littles. If you have littles that take a bath every night anyways, you're going to put about a cup of Epsom salts in the bath water and then a couple drops of lavender, frankincense, and copaiba essential oils in with the bath water. These 3 oils are going to help calm their nervous system, which might be frazzled from all of the heightened awareness that's going on right now, some of the fears, but also just all those chemicals that they're being exposed to and breathing in. Salt, specifically the magnesium in the Epsom salt, is known to pull out impurities out of our body. So just using that in their bath water, fabulous thing that you can do for them. Great for you guys too. Now, if you have a little bit older kids who don't really, maybe they shower and they don't want to take a bath, then make a big deal about this once a week and treat them to like a king or a queen bath. Still works for teenagers, trust me, especially if they come home in a bad mood. This is like their, guess what? Mom's going to treat you like a queen, instead of like arguing back with them or even, entering into that space of like they're where and you're wanting to go with them. Just be like, guess what? We're going to have a Queen's Day when you get home, and you just fill them up a sweet tub full of this yumminess. Give them a tablet or a screen. Tell them they get 20 minutes of screen time in the tub. Make them a cute little mocktail or just a fun little, if your kids will drink kombucha or something like that would be fabulous for them. Serve it to them in a fun little glass and tell them they get to be a queen and soak in the tub for 20 minutes or a king or whatever. Finally, if that doesn't sound like your kids are going to have it, make this a funny family event and buy little, the sink tubs that you can wash dishes in, they're like Rubbermaid for like $3 at the store. buy a couple of those and put the Epsom salts and the oils in there, and everybody soak your feet together as a family at night. This could actually be hilarious because it will like force you to have a little bit of family time. You could do it at the dinner table. You could do it watching TV after dinner. You could do it with like, we're all going to sit here and soak our feet for 10 minutes so that we're detoxing from the day. And we're going to do the high-low. What's your high and what's your low of the day? And like go around the family. So you guys get creative with this and help your kids have fun with helping their body detox from a lot of this. Masks. So they're likely wearing masks in the school, or you guys are wearing masks out and about. So here's some tips for keeping them safe and helping you reduce your toxic load with this. Is you do want to wash them daily, replace them daily if possible. If you happen to have enough masks on hand, the research I'm reading is actually recommending having your kids switch them hourly at school. Now that means 7 to 8 masks a day per kid, which is really, really hard to do. But if you happen to have that many, or you happen to be a sewer and you're able to sew that many, you can send them all with your kids to school and remind them to switch them out hourly. If not, you have to wash them every single night for them, or you need to have a new one to replace for the next day while waiting to wash up. If you're having to wash them every day, because you only have the one mask per kid, it's not really, you're probably not going to want to run your washing machine every day, maybe, or maybe you don't need to. You could hand wash these, hang them up to dry. Here's where your natural friend is also going to tell you I'm super practical. If it's not fully dry and you need to use it the next morning, who says you can't pop it in the microwave? Who says heat doesn't kill everything, right? So zap it, warm it up so it's dry. Anything that was left over on there is gonna be killed off in the heat anyways. We can use oils on our mask to cleanse the mask. So if your kids can't switch them out as often, or you're not gonna be able to wash them, at least spray them down with some essential oils. So the mask spray that I have sent to my husband's office for they have a couple different areas that they're using them in, is lemon, tea tree, which is your cleanser. Lemon and tea tree are your cleansing. Rosemary and peppermint, so cooling and air opener. So I did 10 drops of each of those in a big bottle with water, shake and spray. So you can spray the inside or the outside of the mask. Have your kids kind of practice spraying them and showing you how they're spraying them, and just make this fun for them. It's not really fun for anybody, but it's a way to just help keep them safe. So that is what I have for you on reducing toxic load. Couple quick, simple tips. I have loads of recipes. If you are looking for a hand soap recipe, all-purpose cleaning spray, glass cleaner, soap scum remover, carpet refresher, there's so many easy ways to make these simple swaps at home, to just use a few drops of essential oil. It's pennies, you guys, to make your own cleaning products. I never thought that I would tell you I would do this kind of stuff. And it's so simple. I'm not a DIY girl. And if I can handle it, you can handle it. It's effective, and you're going to be reducing that chemical onset into your organs for your whole family. So if you are listening and you don't have essential oils, or you don't have doTERRA, I do want to tell you there's 3 ways that you can purchase. You can purchase retail. You're only going to see this at professional settings. So maybe you have a chiropractor that uses doTERRA, a massage therapist, something like that. You will see them for sale retail there. They're selling them, that's full price. That's the most expensive. That's for people who are picking up like a bottle or 2 somewhere. But for somebody who really wants to receive the full benefits of using the oils in their house, specifically today, what we're talking about, reducing the toxic load, you're going to want to get a wholesale membership. This works like Costco. You get a membership one time, and that lasts you for the whole year. And then you have access to 25% below retail pricing. For those who have a wholesale account, the 3rd way to shop is use your wholesale membership and order it on our loyalty rewards program. This is how you receive additional free shopping credits, and you get all of your shipping back in free shopping credits as well. So this is for current wholesale members. So if you're listening and you're a current member, you can join the loyalty rewards program. It's a free program, and you just get rewarded for shopping with doTERRA. So if you don't have that wholesale membership, I'm going to show you 3 kits that work on today's level for reducing toxic load at 3 different price points. Every day I'll have something different to show you. So today's 3 kits, the recommended kits right here is the Healthy Start. This is $160. You get the top 10 essential oils and this really cool Brevi diffuser. This is $160. It includes your wholesale membership, which is actually free at that point. Includes access into our private oily communities, and it receives a welcome package from me if I'm your oily girl, as well as a free bonus wild orange oil from me. The Step Up Kit is our healthy essentials. This is $249, 10 oils again, a little bit different 10 oils. What you're going to see in here is that you're going to get a couple of, you heard me mention Copaiba earlier for the detox. Adaptive is really great for stress management. Balance is great for stress, and a little bit different diffuser. So these are big bottles. I should also tell you the previous slide, 160, for 160 was the small bottles. Small bottles have 80 drops. These big bottles have the 250. My third and final kit, this is a total non-toxic lifestyle kit. This is $350. This comes with that same diffuser that you saw on the first page. Still comes with a whole bunch of oils, 10 oils. It comes with the On Guard hand sanitizing spray. It comes with the On Guard soap, the cleaner concentrate, the On Guard toothpaste, shampoo, conditioner. So this is like, I am ready to start getting rid of all this fragrance in my house and clean up our house. So this here, I just lost one of my earbuds. This is $350. Again, all three of these kits include your wholesale membership. All three are going to get you access into our private communities. All three will get you a free bonus oil from me if I'm your oily girl, and a welcome package from me if I'm your oily person. I also honor the fact that somebody else might have added you to this group and I may not be your girl, and I don't want to take credit for that. So please follow back up with them instead of me if something grabs your attention here. But like I said, if I'm your girl, you will receive a personal consultation from me, a personal welcome packet, a free access to our VIP education groups. We have lots of great community options there, giveaways, ongoing support, and an additional bonus oil from me. So if I'm your girl and you need to get a hold of me, here is my phone number that you can text me at, 920-918-6291. You can find me at Meredith Bergerson on Instagram. You can find me here on Facebook. You can get a hold of me anytime you want. With any questions, post them below this video. The replay will stay here. And finally, I just want to tell you, if you're listening to this, majority of you, there's three types of people. Majority of you are just ready to live the wellness lifestyle. But if you happen to hear some things that sound interesting to you and you want to hear a full class, you can also host an online class and get a free gift from me. Or if I'm not your girl, whomever that person is. And then there are a few people here that are like, I could do what you do, Meredith, and I could do it better. By all means, do that. Or just what you do looks really fun and you might want to be a business partner with me. And if that's something that interests you, send me a little message so that we can chit chat about that too. So thank you guys for being here. We'll be back tomorrow. And what I'll probably do today is I'll probably post a few of the non-toxic recipes for you guys here, just so you have some additional resources as you get going on a natural lifestyle journey. I hope you all have a healthy and happy fall back to school season. So I'm going to check for questions and I'll answer everybody there, but have a great, great, great day.